Everything I wanted, I'ma get it, cause I deserve it, I deserve it, I deserve it, everything I wanted, I'ma get it, cause I deserve it, I deserve it, I deserve it, ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it, cause I deserve it, I deserve it, I deserve it, everything I wanted, I'ma get it, cause I deserve it, I deserve it, I deserve it, ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it, cause I deserve it, I deserve it, I deserve it, everything I wanted, I'ma get it, cause I deserve it, I deserve it, I deserve it, ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it, cause I deserve it, I deserve it, I deserve it, everything I wanted, I'ma get it, cause I deserve it, I deserve it, I deserve everything I wanted, I'ma get it, cause I deserve it, I deserve it, I deserve it, everything I wanted, I'ma get it, cause I deserve it, I deserve it, I deserve it, ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it, cause I deserve it, I deserve it, I deserve it, everything I wanted, I'ma get it, cause I deserve it, I deserve it, I deserve it, ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it, cause I deserve it, I deserve it, I deserve it, everything I wanted, I'ma get it, cause I deserve it, I deserve it, I deserve it, ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it, cause I deserve it, I deserve it, I deserve it, everything I wanted, I'ma get it.
What it do, what it do, what it do, y'all? It's the 80s baby conversation back at y'all again, man. What it do, what it do. I hope y'all had a great weekend. Hope your week starting off good. You know what I'm saying? I also want to give a shout out to my boy Ken, as always, for the song. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that boy Prince Ken, Montgomery represent. You feel me? What it do, y'all? What's happening?
What's happening? It's your girl Rachel Reed, the hostess with the mostest, checking in on this
Okay.
beautiful evening, ready for a great podcast tonight. And we got a friend with us, a
What's
return
happening?
friend.
What's happening? It's Kareem in the building. Let's get it.
What's happening, my boy? I see you rocking that ASU shirt over there. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
Hornets
ASU
all
home for
day,
sure.
man. It's going down. It's homecoming week. I'm excited.
That's right. That's right. Shout out to ASU over there, man. You know, good luck on the game this Saturday coming up. So,
The
you know,
game already
hopefully,
sold out, man. It's going to be amazing.
hey, man, it's gonna be a blast out there, man. I hope y'all be able to check that out if y'all in the area. If you're not in the area, you need to be in the area. You feel me? So, y'all make sure y'all check ASU out this weekend, man. Got a big game, big homecoming game.
Hey, go Hornets. And I'm going to miss it. It's my
Oh,
Delta.
man.
Well,
I remember Raven. Oh, man.
look, we got to plan these Delta versaries, around football season here.
Exactly.
'Cause I
Exactly.
hate I have to. This one right here is epic, and I have to. I'm torn. I was torn between missing homecoming, going to my Delta Versary. My Delta Versary did win, but I really hate missing homecoming. because I
Hey
know.
man, hey, I hate you gonna miss it too, sis. It's gonna, it's definitely gonna be a great game. It's gonna be a lot of people out there that you probably ain't seen in a minute. You're gonna miss a lot of fun, man. I hate you ain't gonna be able to join it, but
So I live through y'all's posts. So y'all post pictures and post the videos so that I can see what's happening at homecoming.
right,
Yes,
we
yes,
got you.
it's gonna be a lot of people. Everything's sold out. Parking sold out. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all might want to get there early. You know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna attend the tailgating and stuff, y'all might want to get there early, but know somebody to park in their yard or something so you can walk or something, man. They're gonna be, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be blowed, man. So please get there way before time because you ain't gonna have nowhere to park. I promise you.
Yeah, this
Ex-
one is definitely gonna be epic. And also, if you on with us, go ahead and hit that like and that subscribe button because we need your support. So make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. Another thing too, like so we're playing Jacksonville State.
Jackson State.
Jackson State.
Playing
Jackson
Jackson
State.
State. The kids had me messing it up today, but all my boys were talking about Miss Peterson. You think y'all gonna win? Y'all playing Deion Sanders. You think y'all gonna win?
Of course, we think we're gonna win. What you mean? We Hornets.
Like,
Yeah,
how we gonna go in the game saying we ain't gonna win anything, man? My boy gonna come out on top. You know what I'm saying? Like I say now,
That's it.
it's gonna
Ain't
be
no
a
other way to
tough
put it.
game. We know that.
yes. My next door neighbor came over because I was playing. I played my kids clips of the band. I showed my kids the stadium because it's our homecoming too. And
Right.
I'm like, hey, Alabama State is right up the street. So this is a great place to go to school. It changed my life.
100%.
Far from home. Your parents can lay hands on you and you still can go and be free. So I really hyped up our school this week, especially since I'm not gonna make it a homecoming.
That's awesome, though. I love that you teaching and you affecting the next generation of Hornets. That's amazing.
Right.
Yeah. So and another thing, the 80s babies conversation went pink. Why? Because October is breast cancer awareness month. And
It's important.
it's important. All right. And I'm sure we all know a woman who has been impacted by this illness. All right. So I had a grandmother, and I've had other relatives and friends. And people want to
Me
know,
too.
why do we go crazy when we hear about breast cancer awareness? Yes, breast cancer does affect all women of all races, but it's known to be more aggressive in our Black women. So we have to check our boobies. We have to do those self breast exams. My older sisters, you have to go and get your mammograms. It is very important. Start talking to your doctor. Even me, I went to my doctor because I was like, I want to check to make sure the size of my boobs are normal, or they're even, and these kind of things. But you just have to be cognizant and check your boobies because we got to save the tatas and protect ourselves. So we dedicate our October podcast to those ladies and their families who have been impacted by breast cancer.
Right.
It's important.
Agreed.
Check
It's
your
important.
boobs, ladies.
Now let me add a little humor in that. You know what I'm saying? Now, since you said, you asked the doctor make sure they ain't uneven. Now, there's a lot of women out there with uneven ones now. So don't have these women running to the doctor thinking they got breast cancer now, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Some of them still a little, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'll just try and make a little humor, y'all. Come
But go
on, man.
check. But
I was about to say, technically, every set is a little uneven, but it's cool. It's
Right.
cool.
We be noticing.
but go
Yeah.
check just because, I would rather be safe than sorry. And early
Indeed.
is key.
Right.
So,
But
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
out there, if you just think something is different.
Oh, yeah. Early detection to save lives. It's 100%.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So they tell us to spend those moments in the shower and check our boobies. And that's what we need to do. If you lying in bed, check your boobies. And you need to know you need to know what normal feels like and what something different feels like as well. So it's very important. So let's dive into, everybody was talking about Tyler Perry's movie, A Jazz Man's Blues.
I saw it, and it's the best Tyler Perry movie I've seen in a minute.
Yes.
It's better because Tyler Perry isn't in it.
Okay.
And Tyler Perry's not in it, so that instantly made it better. I love how it was a period piece, and you did have moments that you expected a certain thing to happen. There were certain moments where I was like, yeah, I expected that to happen. Or, this, but without any spoilers, the story set, in an era during Jim Crow.
So let's watch a clip, Kareem, before we say too much. Let's watch a quick clip.
Got it. Let me see it.
All right.
There's so many elements from the Black community in that movie.
Yes.
Man, it's strong.
I think it's one of his best films too. And he said
most definitely
7 years in the making. Like, I love Tyler Perry. I love Tyler Perry's story. But this one is his best film.
Oh, most definitely.
Because he's not in it.
Well, I haven't seen it yet. So y'all don't spoil it for me.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. But I will say that the preview tells you the story. Like, for the most part.
Okay.
But this puts Tyler Perry on another level because everybody looks at him like this Madea almost, and they lowball him they reduce him to like that Chitlin Circuit level because of the Madea character. So I feel like this movie proved who he was as a director, a producer, a writer, all those things. Like, this movie gave me big screen vibes. It was for Netflix, but he's ready for the big screen on a whole nother level now.
Well, this movie above all shows that it was worth for him to buy Fort McPherson and create his own studio. It was worth it for him to be able to have a partnership with Netflix, and it's worth it for him to be able to put out his own material on the biggest streaming service that there ever was, on Netflix. I remember when Netflix was just DVDs in the mail.
Man, you remember, man? It's like you used to be like, why did I even get this? I got these same DVDs. Like, it was just really DVDs that you probably saw 100 times.
Exactly. Yeah. So
I should have invested. in
man,
like, that was the
whoever invested in Redbox upset because Redbox went out of business.
I still and the crazy thing about that, I still see a couple of red boxes like on the corners of like CVS,
Movie Gallery too. Remember Movie Gallery?
Mm-hmm.
Man, y'all don't remember. Some people don't remember this though. The video warehouse.
Video. You can still find a video warehouse in a small market in a small town.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, you probably could.
But go ahead.
The thing with the storyline though, and I feel like there's a whole lot of issues, but that desire to have something that you know is not good for you.
That it goes back to what we were talking about, toxic relationships. How there are some relationships that are life and death that can change your whole life, for the better or for the worse. And just by looking at the preview, like the relationship between, the male and the female in the story, and the relationship between the brothers, the relationship between the son and the father, those relationships are detrimental in a lot of ways.
Yep. And also that favoritism. Mama loves you, but daddy loves me the most.
And you know who I noticed? Did you guys see that show Underground?
A little bit. I watched a few episodes of that, but not many.
The mother, that's the lady that played Ernestine. She ended up playing the slave master's love interest.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so she's playing a cold role. And I'm really excited to see what she's gonna do with the movie and Bubba when you see it, man. I'm telling you. You're gonna be surprised. You really gonna think,
man, I'm gonna go catch it tonight.
You're gonna think it's not a Tyler Perry movie. You're gonna think somebody else made it.
But
I'm gonna watch it tonight, man.
Another big issue too that people didn't say. I saw everybody talking about, that granddad and that mama was so wrong. But there's another big issue that I hadn't heard people touch on, and that is colorism in the Black community.
Oh yeah, well, it's interesting. The colorism in the Black community passing the brown paper bag test. All of that is featured in the movie, and I didn't realize how deep passing was until I actually saw it. And it's really interesting just to see how things worked out. Like, I was like, man, it's amazing how how you had certain people in the Black community that just walking and talking like white folks.
Yes.
And unless they give them a reason to think otherwise, they just keep it moving.
They
Yeah,
kept
keep it
moving.
right.
All
I
right.
completely agree, Shy.
Right.
Colorism is real. It's crazy.
And some people still abide by those rules where they prefer this over that.
Oh
Or,
yeah.
you
Oh yeah.
know, and what
Like
about
that.
mothers who are still telling their sons, you can't bring that dark skinned girl here and mess up our bloodline.
Man, it's crazy thinking about it because I was actually watching the new documentary about Sidney Poitier that's on Apple. And it's really interesting when you find out that a lot of these old Hollywood stars used to really dog out black women. And they chose white women over black women, and they were involved in the colorism, like him, Sidney Poitier, Harry Belafonte. And it's just really interesting when you find out more information and you really
Right.
look into it. Like
But why,
this colorism goes deep, and
so
nothing really changing.
were they trying to brighten up the dark? Like, what was their reasoning?
From what I've seen, the reasoning was they felt as if they could go farther with a white woman on their arm versus a black woman on their arm.
Mm,
Like, it's crazy thinking about it. Like, even when Obama became president, nobody, like, a lot of people didn't expect Obama to be with a black woman, especially with him being half black himself. You know,
Right.
he got a white mom. He easily could have ended up with a white first lady. But for him to come out with a Michelle, a strong black woman from the South Side of
Hmm.
Chicago, come on, man, he changed the whole game.
yeah, and then I feel a lot of people, and I even see it like a lot of people don't want to say they're black or that they're half black. It's a lot that
Mm.
comes with being black. So
Oh yeah,
that colorism does run deep.
oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And there's places in Africa and in the Caribbean where people are bleaching their skin to this day, like using bleaching cream and all of that because they don't want to fool with their color.
So
That's
I mean, it's
crazy.
real. It's real.
But it's so crazy though, because you know, we trying to lighten. You got people trying to lighten their skin, and then you got the white people getting all black tattoos covering their whole bodies up, being what I'm saying, changing their skin black. You know what I'm saying?
The,
Like
the racial dolazols of the world, man. It's
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah.
crazy
that's
thinking about it.
crazy.
So let's get into our toss-up question. We did a post on Facebook about this, where Bubba posted where these people were on dates and the people in the restaurant were on their phones looking down, like not talking to their dates.
Like
So
literally everybody was.
is it okay to frequently use your cell phone while on a date?
It is not.
Yeah, I think it's disrespectful to be honest
It's
with you. You know,
it's
to
mad
check it,
disrespectful.
to
You're
check
showing
it
your date that she's not a priority to you.
right now, to check it because like a lot of and I'm getting a lot of people a little excuse to use, but it's real though. Because a lot of people have kids and stuff, man, and with so much going on, it's I feel like it's okay to periodically check it just in case you never know what could be going on. You don't want to sit there and have your phone up for an hour or two while you're out on a date. And then we look at somebody in the they needed you and they couldn't reach you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's okay to check it. You know what I'm saying? But to just be on it and just texting back and forth periodically, I feel like that's that kind of disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Especially if y'all just meeting.
Well, okay, so Bubba, I agree. Like if you have a kid and or kids, you can have your phone, with the screen up. But if you don't have no kids or your kids are safe and in a good spot, turn your phone upside down just to show your date that you respect them and you got love for them and you want to
Well,
give
listen,
them
I
you,
wouldn't
you want to give
recommend.
them your full attention.
Well, listen, Kareem. I wouldn't recommend turning it face down because a lot of I've been put in a situation where what I'm saying that they'll think that you're trying to hide something or you know
Okay,
what I'm saying, like straight
touche.
up.
I got you. I
You
got
feel me?
you.
So yeah, like honestly, just keep it in your pocket. Just
Okay.
keep your phone in your pocket, have it on vibrate or something. You know what I'm saying? Have it where you can at least feel an alert if you get one, and then at an appropriate time, just slide it and check it. Boom. If it ain't that serious, put it up and continue on with the date. You know what I'm saying? Like like, of course, yeah, have it out of sight. But like I say, if you get a chance to, you might go to the bathroom or something. Let me go run to the bathroom real quick. I can go wash my hand. You know what I'm saying? Check it then. But if it ain't that serious, then man, I feel like, now if it's just if it going off like that, then you might need to catch that because you never know what might be going on. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just real. Like,
I dig it. I dig it.
But
like
I
that's
think
just
it's a
real.
distraction. Like, put that phone away and talk to me.
Yeah.
Put that phone away and let's do what we came here to do. Talk to me, get to know me, catch me up on how well your day went, how your week is going, like dialogue. And I think that's the biggest issue with cell phones in general. These cell phones have decreased our social skills. Like, we are not as social as we think we are because these cell phones have handicapped us in such a way that we don't know how to communicate and we don't know how to start conversations. We'll rather go on and scroll the timeline and look at what's going on in everybody's lives and form my opinions, but I don't know how to conversate with the person that's sitting across the table from me.
That's a huge problem. If you can't have a conversation, you can't network, and you can actually talk to somebody when you're dating them, what are you doing?
Right,
You're not
man.
doing
But
anything. So I mean, yeah, that's boring in a sense. Like, we got to have something in our core, and that's the purpose of those dates, to establish what is at the core. But you can't do that because you're so tied up with the cell phone.
right,
Like,
right. But
entertain the person, make the person laugh, do something to occupy that person's attention. It's a turn off.
yeah, it definitely is. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, like if I ever were to be on a date, you know what I'm saying, or just out with a female and she's in her phone more than she's paying attention, or if I'm talking to her but she's talking to me but she's still on her phone, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna just cut it all off and I'm gonna just finish the meal, get in the car. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't get mad. I just get even. You feel me? I just
Oh
ain't gonna
man, Bubba
talk the
said he
rest of.
gonna dip all
Hey,
together.
Hey,
Oh
nah, I ain't
man.
gonna dip. Nah, yeah, I ain't gonna dip, but it's just gonna be kind of quiet, you know what I'm saying, the rest of the way, because at that point, I feel like, and that may be childish, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, come on, man, I shouldn't have to be playing these childish games with you. I shouldn't have to I shouldn't have to do that, you know what I'm saying, on account of you sitting up there on your phone while we out on a date and we too grown for that, man. Like
I
I
agree.
say, this the
And
80 baby conversation, y'all. We too grown for that.
yeah,
You feel
let
me?
me tell you something. Like, I post the simple, mediocre things on social media, but those things that I don't want people to prey upon, they are not on social media. Like, I'm out all the time and I will never post that kind of thing because we're not kids. Everything is not for social media.
Right.
That's
You gotta
true.
preserve the moment. And sometimes you miss the moment because you're trying to put it on social media.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's real tough, man. Like that's what Will said. Sis, you definitely will miss a moment trying to capture it on and not even talking about nothing important. I done been places where I done seen something and I was like, oh, let me get it on camera. By the time I get my camera pulled up, it already happened or it's gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and that'll happen and the same with dating now, or just in any aspect of life. You know what I'm saying? You trying to, you know, you gonna miss it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just if it's meant to capture on the camera, man, you'll capture. But you know what I'm saying? For the most part, man, leave the phone out of there, man. Stay off the social media while you're on. Just give that person that respect. Cause like especially like I was saying earlier, especially in the beginning of a relationship, you don't want to get a wrong impression. I ain't gonna even want to take you out no more if you on your phone like that when our first couple of dates and I can't even get your attention. Like, I'm gonna be like, what are we doing? You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
beyond that, like people show you who they are from the beginning.
from
Like,
jump, right?
if they on the phone the entire time, you really thinking like, why did I even pick you up? Like, why am
Right.
I giving you my time if you're not giving me yours? What are we doing?
I agree with that wholeheartedly. And put your phone on do not disturb or put your phone on some type of focus mode or create a focus
Right.
mode for when you're out on a date where those notifications are silent. You can still see them when they run across the screen. But it could also wait until you get back in the car. That person
Easy.
deserves
Hey,
your
but not,
attention.
and I'm gonna say this too though. Not only, you know what I'm saying, for people that just starting to date, man, this for even if you've been dating for years or you married, whatever. If you out with your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, whatever, man, give that attention to them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If
Oh,
y'all out on a date, like it don't matter if
especially
y'all been dating since yesterday or been dating for 20 years. When you send with a person, you know what I'm saying? Now it's okay if y'all waiting on the food to come out, you know, y'all scrolling through your social media, taking little pictures of the food, you know what I'm saying, doing all that. That's cool. But once y'all start eating and engaging in conversation, you know what I'm saying, put that phone to the side and just enjoy each other's company. You feel what I'm saying? Like real talk.
And in the midst of keeping up with other people's social lives, you know, you have to use that communication to strengthen what you have.
above all.
Communication strengthens your relationship. You gotta, it's like that's that little fee that you have to pay. That time, that communication is a little fee you have to pay to make that connection with your mate. And you got to put the phone up. The phone has become too important in our lives. Like we got to put the phone up. And that Aretha said something. She said, some of us are in a sense socially awkward.
Mhm.
That's real though. That's real.
It's like underwear to us.
Mm.
Feel like we're naked without it. You have
Ooh.
got to learn to put the phone down.
Now I ain't gonna lie to y'all, and I'm guilty of it. You know, a lot of people like real talk. If you take that phone away from a person, they'll be powerless. They wouldn't know how to get in touch with nobody. They wouldn't know how to utilize none of the old forms of, you know what I'm saying, doing things. They wouldn't know how to do it. Like they'll be stuck, you know what I'm saying, without that phone. You know, like real talk. Like it's crazy how that phone would just, you know, it used to be literally just to talk on, but when they started adding all the different features and able to do everything a computer could do, then that really like sucked everybody right into the phone. Like everybody face is always, you know what I'm saying? Like straight up.
Even in the dating world, like, you know, I'm not dating right now, but when I date, like the phone, you know, text messages, you know, that's cool. But I am an 80s baby that read like 100 Harlequin novels when I was a teenager because they were like the cheapest little novels you could buy. Like romance me, write me a love letter, put a note on, you
I
know,
like it. Write a poem.
write a poem. Give
And
me
with
something that I can put in a shoebox. Give me one of those paper airplanes, like in the Jazz Man's Blues. Like
Oh,
listen,
man, that's nice.
these keepsake items that you
listen though, sis.
back on, or you could show your daughter. Look at that love letter your daddy wrote me.
Listen,
Mm.
that's dead. After a while, y'all, let me tell y'all, that's so dead. It's like the VA, it's like the VA engine's finna be in the car world, y'all, because I'm a mechanic. It's like the VA engine's about to be history. Let me tell you, right? Paper alone finna be history. We ain't even finna have paper anymore because everything's gonna be digital.
That's not
Right.
true. I keep a notebook.
Wait, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm not gonna discount what Sis said though. There's nothing wrong with sending somebody an email, like an email letter or like an email poem or like just some email love, but like straight up like writing letters. People do it. You can still
But it's a
buy
lost art,
somebody
man.
you can
First
steal
of all,
somebody a card. You can still send somebody some love, but
yes, Curtis.
listen.
Check yes or no notes. What's the jam?
it was though.
Listen
Yes
though,
or
first of
no?
all, they ain't gonna write no note because first of all, they don't even know how to spell without autocorrect on there. You
Oh
know what I'm saying?
man, that's
Like you
cool.
ain't finna get you're gonna get a letter
So
full of
they,
abbreviations, OMGs and LOLs and
they
and
they living
and
off of Grammarly out
POVs
here.
and all that. You gonna get all that. You gonna be, and I ain't gonna even lie. Like some of these abbreviations, I still be
Aretha.
like, I
Yes, for
still be
the
like,
love letters.
I still be like, man, what did it mean? What I be asking people like, what that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to mention some of the ones that I'm talking about, y'all, because y'all gonna be like, man, but you slow, because everybody know what that mean, and you know what I'm saying. So I ain't gonna do that, but there's a lot of abbreviations that I don't even know, and that people be like, you know, I'm just gonna throw something out that I know what it mean, but I'm just saying, like, they'll be like, uh, the most common OTW. You say that to an older person, they be like, yeah, they talking about like
Why?
OTW.
I don't use some of that stuff. I have to Google it when somebody sends me some of that stuff. I have to Google it and see what they talking
Say
about.
that, sis, but
Come
that's what I
on,
do
sis.
too.
You really
I
got to
do the
Google
same
on the
thing.
way. You
I know on the way, but like some of the stuff I have to Google it to figure out what it means because I like to use my words. I'm sorry, I like to use my words.
Right, but yeah, like I say, you'll have a letter full of abbreviated phrases, man. I promise you.
A letter
You know
full of
what I'm saying?
emojis out here.
But
Yeah.
Aretha said a handwritten note is everything, and she is correct, guys. We have got to get back to writing those letters, using our words.
Well, let me
Sitting
tell you something real though, sis.
outside on the steps and just talking.
See, I'm gonna tell you something real too. Now, I'm all for the writing the letter, but I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't do it, and it's just me personally, because my handwriting is bad, and I don't want to give a girl a letter with a bad handwriting.
Yes,
I got
Okay,
bad
Bubba, I
handwriting,
like your
and she gonna be like,
self-awareness, bro. I like your self-awareness. I feel you that.
yeah, I'm be
we
like,
gonna get
I
you some
can't even read
handwriting
it
work.
sometimes, and I'm gonna be embarrassed. She gonna be like, man, his son, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's
Oh
son
man,
wrote,
that's
his son
horrible.
wrote this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went, you know, I'm be like, yeah, a little kid wrote this note. Like,
Y-
yeah, you could
Yeah,
have
you're
wrote
gonna
this.
need that spell check for real, dog.
Straight.
So while
Hey,
we're
what?
the notes, gentlemen, we do have mail. Let's get into it.
Talk to me.
All right, y'all scan the code, fill out this form, and send us some more mail because we need your letters. All right.
Man, don't be
Dear,
coming in here with no foolishness.
I love my job. I work in a career where I get to change lives daily. I'm a
Okay.
person, so that suits me. I'm a people person, so that suits me well. My customer service skills are impeccable. Impeccable. People tend to like me. Well, everybody except my boss likes me. She is what you call a Karen.
Mm.
How much she loves her staff daily, yet she doesn't speak when passing. She holds grudges and she makes every work issue personal. Uh-oh, what did I do?
She makes comments, and that's it.
All
Oh,
right.
there you go.
Uh-oh, we gotta back it up. All right, she makes comments.
There you go.
All right. She makes comments like, I have black friends. She proclaims that sweet Jesus is the reason for all of her decision making.
Oh, that's crazy. However, what else we got?
It's coming back. I can close on accent. However, she shows favoritism and mass punishes her staff. I'm leading in sales and I'm requested by most customers. I was 5 minutes late for work 2 times and all hell broke loose. I am on the sugar honey iced tea list now. Everything I do is wrong. There are no major issues impacting my work performance, but I'm getting called into meetings weekly. I'm signing write-ups to go in my personnel folder. What do I do? How do I get Karen off my back?
Oh man, yeah, you might need to go to HR on this one. This is crazy. Yeah, Karen is tripping.
Hey, so let me ask you this before we even get into the letter, because I got a story too. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you call the white male in the workplace? What's he the male version of a Karen? Like, what do you call him?
I don't know. What do we call that?
We're gonna say Ken. Nah, well,
a Kevin.
We can't say
a Kevin
or Connor.
Whatever. But go ahead. Like, let's talk about her little name. I got a situation too. That kind of sounds the same. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. What did she say? How do I get Karen off?
Kenneth. I see you, Felicia.
Kenneth.
That's hilarious. And I agree. I agree with Christina. Don't sign the write-up.
I ain't signing no write-up.
No, especially if you know you didn't do anything wrong. Don't sign that. Especially if you know she's biased. Talking about she got black friends. Get out of here. That's
like,
straight up.
Why would you even mention
HR.
That made me give you the side eye.
Why
For
would
real,
you
talking about you
that?
got black friends? No, that's HR all day.
Right, yeah. Why would you even mention
That's an
that,
EEO
man?
complaint. Easy.
Oh, Jesse.
She's done. She's done.
Yeah, she's done. And for anybody who has to profess like I have black friends or I love black people, like I give you the side eye.
Oh no.
I don't mean this.
She don't even like black. She don't even like black carpet. She don't like black licorice. I ain't fooling with her. She gotta go.
I'm gonna tell y'all what she need. What she needs to do. This is what you need to do, man. You need to go to the pawn shop.
You wildin'.
And look, if your meetings are if you feel like your work environment is hostile, decline the meeting without representation from whoever your rep is, union that you may belong to. Like I refuse to meet without representation.
Right. But like on the real though, and if I were her, I would, see I would go talk to other coworkers that maybe probably experiencing the same thing, and then because you're stronger with numbers, man. So if this ain't if everybody feeling like that, then y'all need to go take it above to a higher level and get it handled and get her up out of there. Cause I'm tell y'all the real. I'm tell y'all the real talk. I'm not about to let nobody make me leave my job. I'm gonna
No,
make them leave. You know
and
what I'm saying?
especially
Like
with her
I'm
being
not.
a high performer, she ain't going nowhere. She need
Yeah,
to stay there
I'm not leaving.
because she's needed. Karen is not
But,
needed. She's
but
not necessary.
you say she ain't going to. She's a high performer, but how does she get this lady off her back? Because in the real world, this happens to people every day. How does she get this lady? If she's gonna stay there,
I
she
just
got
told you.
to Karen.
Take it to the
I just
boss.
told you.
Take it to
Take
the
it
boss.
above her
Karen gotta
head.
go.
Take it above her head, and then get other people that probably experiencing the same thing from her, and get them to do the same thing. Take this complaint above their head because they're gonna have to do something. Or you either lose one person, or you lose half your staff. Now what you gonna do?
Yes, and I'm going to. I agree with Shy. Follow up with that meeting in the email. First of all,
Yep.
Nora.
I agree with the paper trail. That's 100% real.
Christina said,
Gotta have that.
record dates, time, and witnesses. Yes, you need a journal. Keep your little composition notebook. You write around on October 4th. Karen called me in and discussed and stay true to it. Have that recording on backup because Karen keep getting out of line. And then
Right.
follow back up with her per our discussion. You said I was too black.
Yep.
Would you please elaborate on what too black means?
That's exactly how you start an email per our discussion.
Yeah.
As soon as you do that, and make sure you CC everybody so everybody know what's
I know
going
that
on. Ain't
right.
no issues. Make it too simple.
Yes, yeah, per our discussion. And then when she tries to call you in, like I would like you to reply back in that email.
Yep. So you have nothing to say in person,
I need
and
you
or
because
bring in another manager with you so you can have a conversation with Karen with representation off rip.
that black and white don't lie. Get it put on paper.
Right.
Try to stop talking to her in person. Try to get as much as you can in black and white. And if it's not in black and white, per our discussion. And look, let me tell you something. Sometimes the bosses have access to the email. So if you're going
Mm.
to submit a grievance or a complaint, do that from your personal email. But also print the emails off because you don't want them to magically disappear.
That's
Right.
real.
So print your stuff off and put it in your little folder. So because you don't want it to magically disappear if these bosses have access to check into your email like that.
Yeah.
And
And
keep all of your write-ups as well. Keep all your write-ups,
I ain't gonna have no.
everything you've done right with the company, all your accolades. Keep your brag book so that you can cross-reference what she's talking about. Take it to a boss above her head. Show the evidence that you're doing well in your job, so that so as she comes at you, you have your ammunition as well.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I ain't gonna lie, I feel on the part where she was saying, she would walk right past the her in the morning and she wouldn't even speak. Like, I ain't gonna even lie. I done experienced that in the workplace, you know what I'm saying? And me being raised the way I was raised, you greet people when you see them, you know what I'm saying? And with a manager being in that position, you would, I think that it should be the manager addressing me. Not saying that I can't say good morning because I will do that anyway, you know what I'm saying? But as a manager and somebody coming to work for you and work under you, you know what I'm saying? You should at least make they work they at least try to help they work they start off kind of good by saying, "Hey man, good morning. How you doing?" You know what I'm saying?
See,
But when you walk past me, you
it's straight up harassment though. Like
yeah, yeah.
she
she's harassing her. She's getting real
yeah,
disrespectful, and she's affecting her whole career. And she's using her power against her. It's not worth it.
yeah.
Yeah,
You need to go ahead and take it way above her head. Get her out of it 100%, and go to her boss. Everybody
yeah,
got a
yeah. Like
boss.
Yeah, request a meeting. I would like a mediator, or I would like to
Easy.
have this meeting with someone in personnel. Like, call them in, shut them
Or
down.
at the end of the day, if you don't want to go through all that because that's a lot of lead work, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to do all that, I'm gonna tell you the easiest thing to do, you know what I'm saying? The easiest thing to do, just go to work and do your job. Hell, just go to work and do your job. Don't worry about now. If they doing stuff to provoke you, then okay, yeah, now, but like, cause really, at the end of the day, now I was saying something about that speaking thing to say this. You know, at the end of the day, it really don't bother me, but it just common courtesy, you know what I'm saying, to speak to your
What
employee.
what Bubba, by this time it's beyond that. She's doing write-ups and putting it in a personnel folder. Like, enough write-ups can
Right.
get you out of there.
Had in her folder. And
Exactly.
rule number 1, if you take a job, read your employee handbook.
100%.
Right.
White don't lie. Policy trumps all the small talk.
Man, let me tell you something, man. Handbooks are like the instructions to the barbecue grill that you buy. You're not gonna look at that when you get you not.
But you have
that's something you throw away.
But it's nice. But at the same time, it's nice to have black and white, because there could be a lot of gray areas when you have it in black and white. There's nothing that manager can say. Karen cannot use. She got to go by it just like you do.
Yeah, it's not in the policy. If it's not policy, it does not stand. I forget your personal feelings. What does the policy say?
Not just that, she could also, because every workplace has a hotline where you could do where you could do a call, and nobody has to notice you the one that called in a complaint against them.
I don't trust that. They know.
You think so?
They know. They know. You'll know that they know when they start acting like this.
Yeah.
So this leads us right into our next topic, because a lot of things go on in the workplace, and one of those things is code switching.
All day.
So which one of us would like to explain what code switching is?
That's easy. So code switching is, of course, you talk one way around your homies. What up, though? What up, though? How you doing? What up, bro? What up? Versus as soon as you walk into a room around the bosses, hey, how are you today, sir? How's everything going? Hope you're having a great day. So, I've worked in sales for a long time, so I code switch all day, every day. It doesn't matter who I'm talking. You got to, because it doesn't matter who you're talking to. You can't give them the same language that you would anybody else. Of course, when I'm on the sales call, I got to flip it. How you doing? My name is Kareem. Great talking to you today. Hope you're having a great day. And the same way, if I walk into a meeting with a boss, I hope everything's going well for you. How can I help you?
But Kareem, are you reducing your blackness? Are you acting right?
No, not at all. I'm not reducing my blackness. I'm playing a role.
Hey, guess what? Let me use this example. That's just like, you know what I'm saying? You saying, are you reducing your blackness? Nah, you're not reducing your blackness. It's just like saying, hell, a rattlesnake blending in with the surrounding areas. Does that reduce just because he's blending? Does that reduce the potency of his poison? No.
Because what I'm doing above all, I'm being a chameleon. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what color the room is. I can fit right in.
Hey, and
code switching is when we change our voice or tone or behaviors too to fit a certain environment or to fit a certain group of people.
Yeah. All right, now me and Holyfield, we joke around all the time. I promise y'all, we say this all the time. And you know, if you grew up around old people, you used to hear them say it all the time. Like, man, hey, don't be around here trying to fit in now. You know what I'm saying? or you just trying to fit in. You know what I'm saying? But that's what you like for real. You know, we can say it being fake. A lot of people will say, "Oh man, they being fake." You know what I'm saying? That's what we call it today. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. People probably never heard of code switching until we just said it. They call it, man, you being fake.
But I don't think it's being fake though. Like I have to tailor my delivery to suit my audience. And
exactly. Like for instance, you can't talk the same way to your principal that you talk to the parents. Yes.
And I can't talk to my mama the same way I talk to my friends.
You cannot. So everybody code switch a little bit. Everybody change it up a little bit to fit their audience, period.
But the reality of the situation is if we don't code switch, are we going to be acceptable on our jobs? Or you know, so like that's the question I want to pose. Like, why do we do
Well,
it?
these times of days,
Acceptable.
these time of days, you got to be, because first thing, they got so many rules and stuff now. And the first time somebody say something about you acting a certain way, oh, you discriminating. That's discrimination. That's discriminating. They gonna hit you with that. You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, if something like that, if that do come up, you know what I'm saying, they gonna win. Like
But
so they gonna be careful. They gonna be very careful about it. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna accept it. Do they gotta like it? No, but they gonna accept it. You know what I'm saying? They might do little things.
in the world that I work in, I change my hair every 2 weeks. Today it's blonde, it might be red 2 weeks from now, it might be black 2 weeks from then. I got the nails, I got the jewelry. I love color, I love the clothes. And from just looking at the eyelashes, all that stuff, they thinking she might be a little ghetto. Let's be real. All right, but when I open my mouth,
whole different story.
It's a whole different story. I need you to understand that, don't mistake these eyelashes and this hair color, boo, because I am a lethal, intelligent weapon. Okay, I need you to understand that I'm smarter than you.
Tell them, sis.
That kind of thing. So
Well,
I feel like because of that, because of the culture, how rich my culture is, and because of what society says is normal and what is not normal, yes, I have to code switch sometimes.
Well, listen, sis.
The way that I talk to my family, the way I talk to work. And I had a coworker one time tell me, I am claustrophobic. So sometimes I have the door to my classroom open. And one of my coworkers came in, he said, man, I thought that was a white woman down here teaching those kids.
Words.
And I was like, I sounded white. He was like, yeah, girl, you had a whole nother voice going on. But, you don't even realize. You don't even realize that you're doing it, but it's like, you got to flip that switch.
Yeah.
Hey, but listen though, let me tell you though, sis. Let me tell you though, but like I do it a lot, you know what I'm saying, especially in work environments too, because me being a tall black man, especially with dreads and tattoos, you know what I'm saying? Like, they already expecting me to come talking crazy anyway. So, I gotta hit them with the like Corinne said, I gotta hit them, hey, how are you? How you,
exactly.
How are you, buddy?
You got to flip it on them. You got to make it,
and you got to make them feel comfortable. You got to make
that's
it a comfortable
and that's the messed up thing about it, that you have to change you to make them feel comfortable.
But guess what? I guarantee you now, it's very small amount. It's very few. You ain't gonna hardly see a white person code switch. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna be them.
It's crazy though, because I actually read an article the other day about, the TikTok generation that we're working with, right? How you have certain white folks that act black, or they have black speak.
They assimilate.
And it's crazy thinking about it. It's really crazy thinking about it, because I've actually seen these videos where you have these white folks that sound black, like Tom Hanks' son. I'm Jamaican. I hate it when he does his fake patois sound. Hate it. Gets on my nerves every time. And it's crazy because he's not talking that way in front of his father, not in front of Forrest Gump. But as soon as he gets around his black friends, all of a sudden he code switching and he on some other stuff. It's crazy.
Well, listen, I got white friends and I tell them straight up, man, listen, don't do that around me. Like,
no,
sir. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we not trying to be one-sided, like, okay, well, why y'all can code switch and we can't? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, honestly, I only do it not because, you know what I'm saying, like the old folks say, not because I want to fit in, but because I want to make it a comfortable situation for y'all, because y'all already expect me to say something crazy. So to cut down on y'all stress levels and to get me a little humor to myself. Hey, how are you, man?
What's going on, buddy?
Wonderful.
But okay, so I went to a Hocus Pocus 2 party this weekend, and you already know that the people who threw it were white. But I was not gonna miss that party for the world, because I like being around those women. They accept me for who I am. I don't have to code switch around them, and my black is not a mockery to them. Like, we're just free. And I feel like, I think the world is evolving, And we have to be around those people who are not looking at the color, but they're looking at the heart. So, and I think that when we're put in those environments, when we have to code switch, those are people who are still stuck on color.
That's true.
They're not looking at skill, they're not looking at talent, and they're not looking at intention. Because I feel like if they were looking at those things, I wouldn't have to do it anyway. And it just goes back to that mentality. It is a survival skill because we have to prove ourselves worthy of normality.
It's been the same way since affirmative action. It's been the same way since affirmative action, with us having to be in these white spaces and make them feel comfortable. Having to be in these white spaces and work twice as hard to get the same results. It's always been that way.
Yes. So, and I think that's that survival skill that we have. And Aretha, like most times, I mean, when can we actually be our authentic selves? You know, our family, our friends, but when we go into our workplaces,
they won't understand it though, y'all. This is what I'm trying to tell you. They'll take it. Let me tell y'all a perfect example, man. It's like, all right, me and Hope and them at work. You know, it's kind of like at my job, it's kind of half and half, black and white. But let's just say, you know, we sitting there chilling, talking about sports or something, and we done had this happen, y'all. We'll be loud and just talking, being ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And you'll have somebody, a white person, walk by and be like, "Hey, man, why are y'all so loud?" And they look at it as we about to fight or we arguing or something like that. You know, that's just us talking loud and we just
exactly. You just being passionate about what you're talking about.
Yes, but they see it as, oh man, they start commotion in the workspace. Like they don't.
And you know,
like,
and you know what's funny? If they do the same thing. It's like, for instance, you go to a parking lot where you see black people parking lot pimping. All of a sudden, police showed up. Versus you see the same parking lot with white folks just out there. Nobody shows up, no problem.
Right.
Crazy.
You know, but they, you know, when we start talking loud and getting excited, you know, that's frightening to them, to some of them anyway. You know, that's frightening. So that's why, you know, like when we be doing it at work, you know, they gotta say something kind of because they don't. First of all, they don't know what we're talking about. They really want to know what's so funny and why we talking so loud, because they probably want to just be nosy and know, but they don't know how to work their way into the conversation. So instead of that, they'd rather just shut the whole conversation down and, hey man, y'all can't be doing all that, or hey man, y'all quiet. Why y'all so loud? Y'all too loud. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that. And then on the other tip, it's still a control thing too, though. You know what I'm saying? It's a control thing.
They want to control the narrative. I don't like that.
Yeah, they want to control. Like, how you gonna tell me how to get excited and what not to get excited, and my tone and what it should be if we talk about something? You know what I'm saying? That's just expression. Like, come on, man. But yeah, we have to code switch to keep our jobs and keep food on the table, to be honest with y'all. And it's sad to say that we got to do that, but we have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you know, hey, even if you own your own business, not just for the workplace, like you working for somebody, because if you own your own business, you definitely have to code switch.
Oh, 100%. Because you're working for your customer. Exactly. You are working for your customer. You can, if you own your own business, and you don't have the ability to be a chameleon, to be able to code switch, how are you going to be able to get clients? How are you going to be able to walk into these white spaces and make them feel comfortable and still get your business off the ground?
Right, you're not gonna last if you ain't got that skill. Like she's saying, it's a skill to have. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it's a. Man. You say what?
It's a survival tactic. Like we got to do it to survive. I would not be here today if I didn't know how to code switch.
It's like a gun. It's like having a gun, man. Like, dang, I hate I be having to use it, but I'd rather have it than not have it. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
Like that.
But it's so serious that we do it and we don't even know that we're doing it.
Got it.
We've been doing it our whole life. Like we've been doing it our whole life. So we do it and we don't even know that we're doing it.
Well, I know when I do it, sis, because I can feel it. Like I know when I have to switch it on. Like I know I be doing it, because I know when I have to switch it on, like my whole body language and voice, pitch, everything changes when I have to hit it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Auntie said because black people always thought so.
Auntie, that ain't true.
So
Come on now, don't do that though.
don't do that to us. All right, Norbert said his voicemail is a white man, and mine is too, Norbert.
Oh
You
man.
reached. Hello.
Guess what? Because if I put on my voicemail, hey, what up, man? Hey, this Bubba, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, straight up though, leave a message when you hear the sound. Hey, somebody I'm looking for a
You're
job. They
gonna
gonna
turn
hang
people
clean
off.
up. They gonna
People
hang
gonna
clean.
get turned off. People ain't gonna leave no voicemail, or people gonna run up on you like,
Look,
what's
bro.
going on with this?
I had a
I'm
professor
like,
one time when I was in college. She made us play our voicemails in class.
Ooh, man.
And then she was like, "Now,
paid privacy. Hell.
you know, people had all kind of stuff on there. I know I had a Kai song on mine. And like
What?
she made us change them, and she told us why.
And
But
you
that is
you know what? I ran into the same thing in one of my first classes at state.
Yep, me
They
too.
told everybody
Me
to
too.
read your email. Like my email's always been the same. My first and last name at yahoo.com. Some people had like what booty talk 75 at Yahoo. Talking about big head 36. I'm just like, bro, you gotta fix your email, bro.
Right. Right. Cause ain't nobody gonna take you serious with that, like with a crazy email address, you know what I'm saying? Or a crazy voicemail. Like, I know we 80s, baby, man.
they hanging up on you.
I know y'all had the
The
all the
Hotmail,
songs.
the AOL, yep, had all of
Raven
that.
said she had the Kai. I don't want to ask her which Kyle song is because
Yeah.
she only made very explicit.
And I was about to say there's only a couple of Kaya songs on
I
these
was
streets.
a freshman.
That still ain't no excuse.
Not the neck and back.
Your mama and daddy taught you better, Raymond, because I was raised in the house with you.
I plead the fifth.
I was raised in the house with you, and they ain't teach you that nonsense, nah.
But you know, when you know better, you do better. And at that point, I didn't know any better. Someone had to teach me better.
They had to get you right.
Had to get me right. So I'm just gonna say it like, you know, I ain't been saved my whole life. I had to reach that point. But there are people who impart wisdom on your life that is unforgettable. We need those things, which is why I know how to code switch today.
There you go. Thanks to the elders, get you right.
That's right. You have to be able to get wise counsel.
Well, it's just like when you go to ASU. You start off as a freshman. Have you ever seen people's freshman pictures versus their senior pictures? Especially people that go into the BA. I remember I first got to state. I had lawn chains on. I had like face shirts with like Biggie on them and all that. By the time I get to my senior year, suits every day.
Second semester, I was in a suit.
Real talk.
Red, I had to take the quick weave out.
Oh man.
Hey, but you know, state made it where, you know, man, when we was at state now, you know, you could come to class damn near wearing anything, like, you know what I'm saying? Long as, you know, it was really up to the teacher at that point to kind of like make you, you know, if you could stay in class or something. But you know, they made it where you couldn't wear a house shoe, none of that stuff to class no more. Now you can't do that.
Things have changed.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Being a business student, you go in the BA without a suit on. It's a problem.
You can't even get in there, man. You can't even get in there.
People around, like, where you going with those heels on? Those are not.
That's not gonna work. Spaghetti straps? No, not doing none of that. Can't look crazy.
Because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, because I ain't gonna lie, and I'm glad they did that because honestly, I wouldn't be able to learn that because Susie over here is looking real good in them shorts, especially in the summertime. Like,
oh my goodness!
Yeah, I ain't gonna learn nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's a distraction.
Agreed. Yeah. Agreed.
So
I'd rather a good distraction, but a distraction.
Nonetheless.
What are we gonna close with for tonight, gentlemen?
Beyond the fact, it's nice to be able to have this kind of conversation about code switching, about colorism. To wrap it up, be true to yourself. Know who you are, and have the ability to represent yourself in no matter what room you walk into. And don't allow your skin color to define you. Don't allow how you talk and how you run across people to define you. Know yourself above all.
Right. And I'm like that. I'm with him on that, man. Be true to yourself. And like I say, keep it real, y'all. Be real. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Keep it 100, but know when to have to switch it on and off. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's sad to say, you know, that we got to live in this type of world where you have to do that. But let's be real, like you say, it's a survival tactic. So, you know what I'm saying? Know when to switch it on and off, and you know that don't mean be fake, but just know how to conduct yourself in a business way or around, you know what I'm saying, people or business when you're handling business. So yeah, keep it 100, but know when to cut it on and off, y'all. Real talk.
And I am going to say, in a world of mediocrity, choose to be excellent. And
Ooh.
you modeling excellence, if you see a sister or a brother, no matter what skin color they are, and they just don't have it together, pull them up.
Yeah, give them a hand. Don't step on
I
them.
like it. Well,
Pull them
there's
up.
nothing wrong with pulling their coat and getting them right.
That's right. Be excellent. That's excellence. Teach somebody else. If you have mastered it, teach somebody else how to do it. It's enough food at the table where all of us can eat.
Right. And I want to add one more thing, y'all. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the gentleman's conversation the other day. And like I said, I'm gonna try to get back on schedule with it. We're gonna try to bring y'all more content from a gentleman standpoint. You know what I'm saying? I know I ruffled a lot of feathers, or we ruffled a lot of feathers with the women, but I need y'all women to come back again now. I need y'all in the lobby so we
And
can have a good conversation.
we're trying to get
So
girls talk back. I'm trying to get my girls talk crew in order. So we're trying to get it in. I might have to post it on the 80s Babies Conversation Facebook page. Y'all check it out. I may need some ladies to join me for girl talk. So if you're interested,
can't wait to be in the congregation for that.
yeah, shoot me a DM if you're interested.
Yeah, but yeah, Gentleman's Club. Matter of fact, y'all tune in this Thursday because we coming back with it. Like I said, I'm trying to get more consistent with it. We coming back with the Gentleman Club this Thursday. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Same time you caught us tonight at 8 o'clock my time, like them old folks say, Georgia time, 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So
Bubba,
hey,
hit me up. Let's get it, bro.
yeah, we'll definitely be doing that. So y'all tune in, man. Thursday at 9, 8 if
Kristen,
you're in Alabama.
and also, if you're on, please hit that like and that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. And if you can, share this live on your social media. Help us grow. Invite some friends to the 80s Babies Conversation page on
Right.
Facebook. Norbert said, "Happy homecoming, Bama State."
Yeah. State,
Okay.
let's go.
All right, and we out here.
We all right, man. We'll holler at y'all, man. I'll see y'all Thursday.
Peace.